until ES&CM and Bill Larkey said that there's going to be an imminent mechanical failure of the bridge that supports it. That plant was still operational and we were still putting out water full time.
Okay, why couldn't we just change the bridge?
Well, let's not get into yeah.
But this is the firm that designed it, and it lasted 27 years.
How old were you in the 19... I turned 30 this year. I'll let y'all do
that. Unless somebody's got something different, I still lean toward fixing what we got.
And I think we need to...
I think that's a...
We need to proceed and then,
Okay, then how do we...
you know, we can always evaluate all the other numbers when they come into us, but I think we need to proceed on this.
Steve? That's it. You're the numbers guy too, or you're the numbers guy. I'm gonna lean on that.
What is this gonna do to the water we get from Fort Worth?
You'll still have the option. Well, right now, you're buying water from Fort Worth.
I know, but cost-wise, are we not going to have to pay for the water, or are we set, like, you have to take so much from Fort Worth?
No, it's not a taking.
No.
It's not a purchase. Is this back up?
That's always been our backup,
Yeah.
where it can be turned on when we have a major problem. We have a
And so
major problem.
Now we got a major problem.
We paid for a major repair, and now we're having to
Backtrack.
anyway.
Price of doing business, unfortunately.
If y'all design it, and we obviously build it, would it be y'all that are out there inspecting it and walking us along the way, hand in hand with the city? Because I don't want to go through this again.
Project management.
Yeah, we have some time in there. It's not full time because that just drives the cost up for you guys. I mean, we'd be happy to provide that service, but we're not in this contract to be a full time.
I feel more comfortable even if I guess y'all would design it and it'd be handed off to a construction firm to build it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I would still feel comfortable about somebody coming in and laying eyes on it every once in a while along the way, and certainly before the city ever signed off on it saying, okay, we accept this. I would want them to look at that and say, yes, we agree that it is built properly and it should last.
And it'll run 100%.
Right.
Then we
Can you tell about a finished product like that? If could y'all come do an evaluation when this project was finished? If you didn't do all the way through,
I don't know enough about it. If it's not operating at the end of construction, it would be on the contractor and the manufacturer to get it operational. And we do have
if it's operating, could you walk in there and could y'all do an inspection, a thorough inspection of everything, watching it operate or whatever, and tell us that it's...
Oh, that's all part of the startup that we do at the end of construction.
You'd be able to tell this thing's vibrating a little more than it should, and something's out of balance.
Yeah, you'd probably...
Bearings not working, yeah.
You'd be...
What we don't want to get is the contractor and them pointing fingers at each other, and we're still holding the bag again.
Yeah.
I want somebody to look at it and says, this is what we expect, and it should work, and, if it's not, then whoever's fault it is, they get it fixed. We don't sign off on anything until we know it's fully operational.
Understood. Yep. And we have 3 site visits during construction in our current contract. That's up for debate now, and there's also, as part of our standard construction administration services, we review shop drawing submittals. So submittals of the clarifier drawings and coding systems, all dimensions and things like that, we review that as part of our typical construction administration services, which are in this contract.
And in the contract, there's additional services, so if we need them out there more, that's more than what's in the contract. We just call to pay for it.
Yeah, it's just on an hourly basis.
Because I think what I heard is they didn't build it to the specs that were laid out.
Had to build a
But
space.
they went forward with it, and I wanna know that if that's not happening, if somebody says, this is not what we designed, or the metal we used, or whatever the material is, I wanna know that before we ever sign off on it and say, hey, no, we designed it this way, that's the way we want it to be.
Right, we've completed, it's not the same type of equipment, but, very similar equipment recently in Fort Worth. And we're very specific and adamant about it being designed and coded, especially the way that we specify that it's coded. And you should see the comments we write back to the contractors that are pretty lengthy, and
those were going into an existing basin as well, so.
Marvin, when they built and they changed things before, was there any type of change orders that were signed off on and agreed to,
Yeah, they had some change orders during that project.
but I mean, who's authorizing that to be changed?
We should probably.
The engineer.
We need to be careful with what we're talking about as far as the previous, in open session.
Let me just try, I would like to make a motion to hire Allen Plummer and Associates, design plans and accepting competitive sealed bids on surface water treatment plant improvements to rebuild the raw water clarifier.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to do what Darren said. To approve Allen Plummer and Associates to design the plans and accept competitive sealed bids on surface water treatment plant improvements to rebuild the raw water clarifier. Is there any further discussion?
Question, Mayor, do we need the amount in that proposal?
You want the amount in there?
yeah,
Tell me again what the amount is.
$185,419.
God, it went up before the meeting.
I was thinking that was something y'all would ask.
We should have cleared earlier. And the amount of, 185,419, is that,
That's what I'm proposing.
Okay.
I'll still second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. None opposed, motion carries. And I have nothing, so we are mercifully adjourned at